We'll start off this practice by celebrating you. Because let's be honest, taking the time to prepare a meal for yourself isn't nothing, especially after a long and trying day. So take the next few moments to acknowledge your effort by doing a little dance or repeating a positive affirmation or legit anything that will help make the beginning of this mealtime ritual feel good. And you'll hear my voice again shortly. Now, if you can't think of anything, I invite you to borrow the affirmation on the screen. When it comes to affirmations, I find them to be the most helpful when we can repeat them to ourselves at least 3 times. This way, it really sinks into the subconscious mind little by little. Now, if you'd like, go ahead and close your eyes. And imagine yourself meeting your kitchen in whatever condition it is in and gathering all the ingredients you'll need for tonight's meal. You don't have to have the recipe memorized to do your best to recall a few ingredients. And now that you've pictured yourself retrieving these ingredients from the fridge or the pantry or the freezer, envision it yourself measuring, chopping, and cooking these ingredients. Taking in the unique textures of the food and cookware in your hands, and savoring the aroma you're creating in the process. Imagine feeling the satisfaction at the end of the cooking process, looking down at the food on your plate, knowing that your creation doesn't have to look perfect to be deeply nourishing. In these last moments, invite in some gratitude, borrowing any inspiration from the screen if you're feeling a little too drained to come up with something new off the top of your head, or totally ignoring the screen in favor of your intuitive wisdom. And we'll close this practice with one final deep breath in through the nose and open mouth sighing out through the mouth. So be it, and so it is. Nice job. So this is just an example of one way to kick off a meal starting ritual, a meal creation ritual. I personally really prefer this method because I would find myself thinking that the kitchen had to be absolutely neat and tidy in order to get in there and do my thing. And that, as you can imagine, can be hindering to the overall goal, which is to get in the kitchen, cook something nutritious for myself and my family. And it puts a lot of extra pressure on where there doesn't need to be this extra pressure. The purpose of a practice like this is to get us into a good mindset, a good frame of mind, a calm space, and envisioning exactly how we want this process to go down while slowing us down beforehand so that we are more able to slow down in the midst of creating this meal. So again, this is just one example of a opening meditation that you can use to kick off the beginning of your meal prep ritual. And feel free to adapt it, make it your own, and guide yourself through a practice like this without the need for this recorded meditation. Although, if you enjoyed this meditation, I would gladly guide you through this practice over and over again. All you have to do is come back to this video. If you liked this practice and you'd like to learn more about mindful eating, please join me in the upcoming workshop, The Mindful Eater, where I'll be sharing a variety of tools like this one to help make meal times more mindful in ways that don't just include slowing down and chewing the food and all of that kind of pretty stereotypical thing we think of when we hear the words mindful eating. So we really go deep into the practice. If you'd like to know more, I will leave my email address in the notes section, the caption section of this video, and don't hesitate to reach out. Otherwise, I hope you have a lovely meal.